Okay, everyone, we are taking a first look at F1 2020. Keep in mind, this is a review copy provided by the publisher. This doesn't officially come out until tomorrow or Friday, depending on when you're watching. This is the 6th right now. The pre-order special limited, whatever is called edition, Schumacher edition comes out tomorrow. So you get a few days early access. It fully probably comes out on Friday the 10th. Yeah, so let's take a first look at it. We got loads of background with the F1 games. I shouldn't say that because when I drive badly, everybody's gonna go, oh, what about the driving though? First of all, if you're new to the stream or the YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that follow button and turn those notification buttons so you don't know when new videos drops. Yeah, so joking aside, I've covered all the Formula One games since like 2017. So every year we have a look at all of them. I think we've got videos up somewhere like 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we're gonna go in because we've got videos up like of 18 and 19. I don't know if we're just gonna look at the new features. And just talk about the new features because it is iterative. You know the word I'm looking at. Is irritating. Yeah. No, it's iterative, right? You couldn't. I feel like that word's wrong. Whatever. Every year, licensed product. There's only so much they can do to it, right? So yeah, officially drops tomorrow, and it's been like very weird with because with COVID, we'll probably talk about yesterday's race as well. With COVID and everything that is going on there, like the race start of the season got delayed because of COVID. Every year the F1, like most licensed products, I was thinking about this over the weekend, like I think the server might have gone down as well. Hold on, we might have to cut here and come back. But while we're waiting for that, like every year when licensed products comes out, regardless if it's football, sports, whatever, it's usually like a month or two afterwards, right? So like this, the timing is perfect. But I don't know. Next year is probably gonna go back to the same schedule, right? Formula One starts like a couple of months before. The reason I bring that up though is there's gonna be a day one patch again because this isn't out yet. It comes out tomorrow, the 10th, where they're gonna change a few things, like I'm assuming like artwork and live. I can't speak today. Oh my god. Like artwork, sponsor labels, whatever, like team performance. There's gonna be little bits of balancing and adjustment where, like us as gamers, most of the time you're like, oh, I wish these, whether it's football, FIFA, Formula One, I wish they would come out at the start of the season so we can enjoy it together. But I'm assuming if you're like a developer, that's probably harder for you, right? Because you don't have a chance to like finalize everything. So my assumption is stuff's gonna change because I watched the race over the weekend, decent race. Like for example, the Mercedes team and Hamilton, because of everything that's going on with Black Lives Matter, like it was a good gesture, and I think rightfully so that they changed the color of their car, right? But in the game, it's still the silver car. So I wonder what happens with that. So anyway, all right, get into the game. We're playing on PS4 Pro. Keep that in mind. I looked in the options. I booted this up and just set a few things. I don't see any options for if you're playing on PS4 Pro, any like different performance or anything like that. The only thing there is an option for graphics wise is there is like a blur option, so you can adjust the rate of blur. I want to say that wasn't in last year's game, but that's here this year. They've changed the menu and stuff this year, and like the music and stuff. But iterative, it is very iterative. Like is like last year's game cleaned up a bit. They have a new my team mode. They finally like added back in split screen. So that's like one of the things. Where is it? Hold on, multiplayer split screen. So couch split screen, they finally added that back in. And the big gameplay stuff they've changed is you know how ERS or curse or boost button, whatever you want to call it, like for the last couple of years it's been on like a meter, right? You can say how much percentage you want it on. Now they've got it as it's just like a boost button, so it's basically how it is actually in the sport. So gameplay wise, that's what they've changed. So my team, boost button, split screen, and they've got 2 new tracks as well. So hopefully we'll check out the new tracks. We'll take a look at my team, and we'll just look at the new stuff. Can't check out online stuff because servers ain't up yet. Oh, and they've also been promoting that is like easier to play now. So like assists right off the bat, they've just got it right there up front. All the assists and everything are on. I'm gonna probably play with it on and then turn it off just to see what the difference is. But they're trying to make it like, you know, because Formula One can be very nerdy and geeky anyway. So they want to make it for like amateurs, to people who want to just play this as a racing game. They can like play again. This server, none of this is gonna be. I was playing this a couple of hours ago and this wasn't a thing. This is just because of pre-release. But yeah, they're trying to make it where they're trying to make the barrier of entry way more easier. So they have all that stuff up front. So if you don't play Formula 1 games or racing games, like maybe that's something to keep in mind. Like I did go through the options. Like if you look at the assist options, it is options that have been there before, like steering assist, braking assist. Also, I don't think auto track reset's been there. Dynamic racing line, DRS assist, that's not new, right? Driver braking assist is not new. Anti-lock brakes is not new. Traction control, dynamic racing line type, gearbox, pit assist, pit release assist might be new. Pit assist was there, ERS is there, fuel assist. All right, fuel assist and maybe pit release assist. But most of these have been there before. So it's just I don't know if they're marketing like this or they're packaging it like this. It's just something to know. And like last thing, we're gonna get to gameplay, I swear. Like we have to understand is like this is the last Formula 1 game until next generation comes out. So this is the last big one. And I know that they've added split screen here and there's a big marketing push for them. Like, hey, we finally got split screen in. But like this is the I'm like jaded video game critic side of me. I've seen games and when next console generation starts, they have to start from all over again. So yeah, this is great. And this is like, from what I'm hearing, this is a great F1 game. The reviews have dropped already. You can go check them out. I didn't go into details from them because I wanted to play this first. But the other side of me is like, okay, this is fully feature rich now. The big new thing that they've got in here is my team. My team is basically you can customize your own season how you want. Right? And split screen is a split screen, makes sense, right? But years ago, last generation, PS2, we've had these things here. So end of generation, this is finally in. Like, this is finally in. I can't be blinded to the fact that I've got to say, you know, okay, it's here now. What's going to happen next generation? Is like everything going to get scratched off and we're going to get like feature empty games? And I know that's kind of a hard criticism to do on this game because one, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And two, like, you know, I gotta judge this on what this product is, not what the next product is going to be. So that's kind of a bit unfair. But if you do look at Codemasters though, and you do look at, for example, like their grid games and their Toka games and the games that like moved on from that, right? When the new generation of games come, we did get like a fresh restart where they didn't have a lot of the features and they slowly built it in. And it's great that it's finally there, but you know, it's just still is interesting. But then let's see what happens next year. The other big thing I should talk about here, and I don't think they had this last year. There's going to be like a podium pass kind of thing. And they've gone very esports with this, where because of COVID and everything was going on, you should seen a lot of the Formula 1 drivers, and there was a big esports push for the F1 stuff. So it seems like they've built a lot of that in, which is great. Shout out to our boy Lando Norris. Also, he drives from McLaren, so extra shout out. So they've added all that in, but there's also going to be like challenges and gear you can unlock with this. So depending on how you stand, you'll get car liveries. I can't words, and you get like different like helmets and stuff. There's like a free tier, and I think there's gonna be some. Let me see, use the car library. Okay, there's gonna be like some paid for tier as well. Like if you're on that tier, you get like extra unlocks and like kind of like season passy, kind of Fortnite season passy. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm not gonna lie, when I did hear it, I did kind of roll my eyes. I like, you know, there's two versions of this game. There's the normal version, there's the Schumacher version. The Schumacher version comes with all the Schumacher cars. Like they kind of do this every year, right? Last year's version was the Senna version. The Senna version come with all the Senna branding. This year's the Schumacher stuff. You know, so there's already two versions of the game, and now they got like a premium pass kind of thing where, you know, you get extra unlocks throughout the season. Let's see how it goes, but a lot of people who play this constantly, like the hardcore side of this is very hardcore, so it gives them something to, you know, continuously, you know, like stuff to unlock and everything. So let's have a look at some of this stuff as we talked about it. I set up my basic profile. Yeah, I think that covers like everything that is new and stuff that I can remember. You know, I've seen some of the reviews and people are going, oh, best F1 racing game ever made. And on paper, that sounds like a great thing. Like, oh, PogChamp, best F1 racing game ever made. But it's kind of gotta be, right? Like they iterated on what they did like with the last game, final game, F1 game we're gonna get this generation. And as long as they didn't mess anything up majorly, I was like, oh no, they totally messed up the handling or something. It was only gonna get better, right? You know, so fully feature rich, has everything. Best one of the best F1 racing games ever made. Yeah, you know, obviously that statement kind of makes sense. Made it like easier to play if you're new to F. Ooh, look at that suit though. Made it easier to. Oh, these are the Schumacher. Oh, so the gold stuff is the Schumacher stuff. That comes with the Schumacher edition, so you might not have that stuff. Wait, did Schumacher ever wear gold? I'm trying to think. When did he wear gold? Huh. Interesting. It was interesting. I watched the race yesterday. And yeah, again, some of the graphics and artwork is probably going to be changed. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Man, Mercedes is still hella dominant. Like, what can, you know... All right, we'll go with that. Sure. Badges. I'm kind of curious. What is this? Is for like online stuff. Mercedes is still hella dominant. Like, man, they're so dominant. It kind of gets boring. Good race yesterday. I'm glad that McLaren, like, we finished on podium, but like, we seem like we're top 3, top 4 cars maybe. Ferrari got hella lucky. Okay, here's the bad stuff, and I'm assuming this is like the kind of stuff you're gonna get extra unlocks. Seems very like Call of Duty like, right? Like edit your styles, make your badges. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm glad that they've got it there. I've never done a lot of the online stuff. Yeah, we got F1 2020 cars. They got the F2 2019 season, the full season. You got classic cars here. Like last year's, like they've been doing classic cars since like 2017, right? But rather than this like Senna stuff this time round, we got a lot of the Ferraris of Schumacher. So if you're a Ferrari fan or a Schumacher fan, it's good for you. I'm not a Ferrari fan or a Schumacher fan, so it's like whatever to me. You know, they got the McLaren stuff there though, so like they got a few classic cars there. So yeah, let's quickly do a Grand Prix. Let's quickly do a Grand Prix to just see what the what the game looks like, right? And then we'll check out some of the new stuff. All right, that's one of the new ones, Hano. Actually, you know what? We'll do one, and then we'll do a new. We'll do Hano, and we'll do Zandvoort with the like a classic. With the classic cars. So yeah, they've got another race style. Like, see, it says toggle race style. This is how much this year's game that they've worked on. Like, you got a quick, like, oh, casual standard options. If you go casual, off-track surfaces are easier to drive over. Option and assist menu are simplified. Steering reset tracks. See how, and you could just go standard mode. And with standard mode, you can like fully customize what you want to do. So they really are trying to make it, yo, we've got split screen, it's easier to play kind of thing. Practice type, single session. You know what? We just want to go, we want to jump in. Everybody knows what practice is. Race distance 5 laps, AI, flashback, it still has flashback, vehicle damage reduced. All right, we're gonna go with assists on, and then we'll turn assists off for the next race. I mean, maybe all right, whatever. Found out my weather. Start.
You join us today from Hanoi for what promises to be a great day of racing.
Did it have to be raining? I should have gone sunny.
Vietnam Grand Prix. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
It's weird because like because of COVID, the season's all over the place. Like Silverstone's twice, Austria is gonna be twice. Like they're adding races, like doubling races just to make it easier, right? Rightfully so with everything that's going on with COVID. So like what tracks are we gonna see out throughout the season? Because they finalized the first half. We're talking about real Formula One now. And then the second 8, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. All right, you got your car set up here. You can choose any of the 5 car presets highlighted. Highlighting one, you can also click on the setup customize. Again, this is not different. It's just that they've like put a guide there. We just go balance preset, start race. So yeah, the big thing that they've changed. Hold on. One thing I should note that the only way you can put it on a shortcut, but the camera change button, because the camera change button now, they've got extra like boost button for ERS, which is like the overtake button. You have to manually set the camera change button, or you have to go into the pause menu to change the camera. That was kind of weird because R1 is like speak to your race driver, and L1 is boost. So they didn't have enough buttons. So I guess I could put it on one of the L3s or R3s, but it's just something to know. And I can't see nothing. Right, Robin's racing. He hit me. Oh my, okay. I wanted to show off. The flashback option. Also, I got hit from the back. Oh, and another thing that they've changed and I should talk about is, see that virtual rear view mirror? You can totally turn that on and off in the options. Like I've turned it on purpose just to show it off for the capture. But that's a new thing that they've added. Because, you know. All right, I'm legitimately gonna go back and like change the weather. Because you can't see nothing. Rain looks great / terrible. Terrible in the sense you can't see nothing. So yeah, like see where in the bottom right hand side it says disable or enable ERS? is is it's on a, it's not a push to use, it's a push to toggle. So that's the big gameplay change and the rear view mirror stuff. DRS is still triangle. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. It's fine. Okay, you know what? It was raining. Okay, I need this is why I don't play Formula 1 games on stream. What's a weird thing? In all the years we've been covering Formula 1, I think... Okay, I was too busy talking to my chat. In all the years we've been covering Formula 1, I've messed this up so badly. I can't even save this now. Only once somebody's actually coming and said, "Oh, this guy is terrible! This guy is terrible. How did he get a reviewer copy?" Unsportsmanlike conduct? Have you seen the weather out here, mate? Talk about the race. Both of Lewis's penalties were kind of harsh. At 5 second and the quali one was kind of harsh. If you didn't watch the race yesterday, well then you don't know what I'm talking about. You should have watched the race. Everybody watches the opening race, right? Everybody wants to know, is my team fast this year, or are we still terrible? McLaren is like, is looking promising. All right, so that's what rain looks like. I'm literally gonna cut back out and come back in so you can see like normal weather. It's kind of hard to tell anything from me. I guess people who are interested in how the weather stuff looks will be interested in this. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back with clear weather. So the reason I did this is so you can see what the track looks like, not so that I don't fail badly. I guess it is kind of worth saying again, though. Yeah, like, because we're playing offline right now, you can tell the game has some online hooks that it needs to constantly load or check because the game's not out. It's fully out tomorrow. Um, it was having server problems, so I disabled my internet on my PlayStation, and it's still like it's taking a little bit longer to load. Something maybe you should be aware of. All right, let's go. Now you're gonna see the skills. So, all right, hold on. I'm gonna commentate as soon as I got pushed off. I got pushed off. Come on. As you can see, ERS is fully on. One thing you won't notice with this year's game, it looks way cleaner. There's something that just looks way... I don't know if it's sharp or cleaner or... Oh, and chat was talking about... they said the mirror looks kind of half frame rate. I should go in and show you, like, right here in graphic options. You can do steering animation on or off. And also... where is the mirror? On-screen display? Virtual rear view mirror. Like, let's just turn it off just to show you the difference. But it's there if you need it. Okay, that wasn't... All assists are on, by the way. And still...
It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, okay. I've got no more. I got no more ERS. Was it like Is it 20 seconds a lap? I can't remember. What is the limit? Ricardo's coming to McLaren next year. That's great. I can't believe Ferrari never chose to take his services. I reckon that's a massive mistake. Maybe likes Ricardo. Just so I can show what everything looks like. Let's have a look at. I feel like people are playing Formula One games, and maybe this is why they've made it where it's way more easier to play. But people are probably going, "How dare you play Formula One game like this?" I don't know. They've said that.
Great pass.
You've got new assist options and whatever. I want to say it's probably the same stuff that they've had there before. They've just like labeled it better, and there's like more easier accessible in the menus. But yeah, I don't know if it's just this. Wow, that was terrible. I don't know if it's just this track. There's something either looks sharper or cleaner or less cluttered. But again, with this year's game, but we play them every year. Like they just could be blurring together at this point, for all I know. Wow, I can't believe I braked there. I mean, this is a new track. Nobody's raced on it before. Virtually. I can't be blamed. I'm gonna squeeze him. It's fine. Totally fine. I didn't get a penalty for it. It must be fine.
Use DRS. DRS now available.
All right, let's just so people know what it looks like. I don't think. All right, you know what? We go wing. This is way too low to the ground. If you're curious, though. I don't know if it's the audio, like the engines sound a bit I think there is an option somewhere. Hold on. Audio settings. Push to talk, mute by default, dynamic range. I've got it on full. Radio output device. Broadcast mix. I replicate the F1 engine mix of TV broadcast does not have an effect when using F2 or classic cars or plays a split screen. Huh. I thought I saw this option here somewhere. Let's see if it sounds different. Let me go back in cockpit. Hold on, we'll do that. Everybody is watching. Does it sound different? All right, hold on. Broadcast mix on. I don't know what's the best way to put it. Everything seems like it's normalized. That's like an audio thing. Like everything seems like it's got audio normalization on there. I feel like last year's game. I wonder if this is what it's causing it. Like the peaks ain't as extreme. Or maybe that's just like what the cars sound like now, right? I can't really tell a difference. Audio options. They do say that it doesn't affect the classic cars and F2 cars. Broadcast mix. Yeah, maybe that's just me. I'm not sure. Because how does the handling feel compared to... we're gonna have to turn off the assist and then we'll try. So we'll turn off the assist and then I'll tell you about handling. I mean, the assist mode does... Honestly, the assist mode feels easier to drive than last year's assist mode. I want to say that's probably because they've got all the assists on higher. I'm going to turn the assists off next race and then I can tell you about handling. But with that kind of stuff, I don't... Actually, I could be lying. It could be majorly different, right? So let's wait. Give me a couple of minutes. We'll try that other new track. All right, let's look at this final... Let's look at cockpit. With the new protector now, with the halo, I just don't like this view anymore. It's just too hard. That's why driving the classic cars where there's no halo and you feel so much more closer to the front, it looks scary and dangerous as hell. Like I was playing it earlier on, the first thing I was thinking, holy hell, they let people drive like this back in the day? This is so dangerous. But it feels way more satisfying to drive. Kind of like those classic 90s F1 games. The SNES ones. Just picture myself as Nigel Mansell with the mustache. All right, so ow, 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 ow. All right, what we do? We jump right. We pause right here. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, you want to see what it looks like here? Oh, the menu stuff for the circle button is all still there. Other than you can't change your ERS level. Where it's just if I deploy it is on overtake, and if it's off. Where last year's game you could change the percentage of there, if I'm remembering correctly, right? But the brake button.
Black flag, we're out of the race.
Oh god! All right, that happened. So that menu stuff is all still there. All right, I'm gonna jump back out and we're gonna go check out that new track and we'll use a classic car.
Okay,
I can show you the difference.
And bring it home.
I mean, games should just know they shouldn't be this heavily hooked online. You have received a HitCon. Your total has been updated. Currency received. Okay, it's downloading something. Oh, it gave me 15K. Oh, shit, let's go, Punk Champ Grace. Give me a ring. Just give me 15 grand. Sorry, okay, reviewer, you got early copies. Here's 15 grand. Don't say no shit about the game. No, I think that's that's probably like the Schumacher edition, whatever going live. And because like that's what servers usually do, right? Like when games, like people, they don't want people to get hold of them like pre-release. So like one day before pre-release, you get all your pre-release content stuff. What was we gonna do? All right, so we're gonna go Grand Prix. Start new Grand Prix. Okay. We're gonna choose. All right, let's go back in. We're gonna choose a classic car. Okay. It is the Schumacher edition, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like I should choose. It's gonna pain me because I'm not a Ferrari fan. I was a McLaren fan to the, like, you know, it's gonna, but I feel like I have to. All right. Schumacher 2000 and, all right, which one are we doing? I'll let chat pick. What Schumacher car do you want, chat? All right. Chat agreed, okay? It's not because I'm not a Ferrari fan, but you know, do you want to use these deluxe edition race suit to match the car? This will only be applied for this mode. You know what? Sure, why not? And also we'll check out that new track. Let me set this up and we'll jump into the race as well. All right, so let's go Zandvoort because this is the second new track. Weather, we're gonna change the color. Okay, clear, dry, light, cloudy, dry, overcast. All right, you know what? Just so we can season start time official customize weather. All right, so let's do assist. Also, I don't mean to scream into the mic. Let's change these assist stuff. Let's go gearbox automatic, pit assist off, pit release assist off, ERS assist off, DRS assist off, fuel assist. I don't even know what fuel assist is. Fuel assist, maybe that's just like, oh, when to fuel. So braking is the only one. Traction will mess with in the game. Flashbacks, park firme, vehicle damage, full. Rules and flags on, corner cutting, stringency, race start, assisted, manual. Okay, you know what? That's the clutch stuff. We just go. I think that's just the clutch stuff. Holding clutch, go, blah, blah, blah. Let's just do assisted for that. Tire temperature, surface, cars. Oh, okay. So maybe, yeah, some of the assist stuff is new. I thought I saw steering assist somewhere. Braking, anti-lock brakes, traction. Maybe I'm wrong. I like the menu music though. It gives me a real 90s vibe. Like little changes like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that sets me for the mood. I make that sound as well. Oh, okay. Is there a hurricane option? Try, didn't you see the hurricane? That first one? Oh my days, that was too much.
It's time to go racing once again here at Zandvoort as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix.
I was totally pronouncing that correctly. It's not Zandvoort, it's Zandvoort. I knew that.
4 left.
Okay, car setup. Got the basic setup options. We're just gonna go with normal. See why I was saying though when I said like this cockpit view seems like so satisfying to drive. You know what? We're gonna go cockpit view. And the older cars, you're even. Oh, now these sound like cars. Hear the screen. I know sound effects pro streamer good at. All right, you know we're gonna go higher just because I want to see what the track looks like. But it's way more satisfying to do cockpit in the older cars because, you know, safety and all that. No, that's the actual meme. It's actually good that cars are way safer to drive. Like I was trying this over the weekend, and then I was playing this like being so close without the halo. If you don't know, the halo is that. 2 years we've had the halo for now, right? So if you ain't into hardcore Formula One, they've added that roll protection and like there's like a barrier on the front of the cars, so it's not fully open wheel racing, but it's for the safety of the drivers. But it also makes it harder for them to drive because there's that big bollard, if I want, that's not the right word. There's a big bar in the middle. It's harder to see what they're doing. All right, I'm gonna try put traction on medium. Also, this seems like a fun track. A lot of banking. Most tracks are usually flat, right? They got up and downs, but like. Grandma, you wanna get out of my way? All right, zoning out. Hold on. I will commence with commentating in a little while. It still feels a little too easy to drive. Chat was asking about handling and stuff. Let me put traction on medium. Because traction option in games are a little bit weird and different. They don't usually refer to as in like, oh, traction, because cars have traction control. In the game, it usually means, oh, it has way more impact on fuel. Like the Gran Turismo games label it a little bit differently. Oh no, that happened. All right, he hit me. I'm just saying I had the corner. Okay, flashback. Let's go. Tilo, oh, it's a McLaren. I clearly had the corner. Bam, hits me. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Probably cool for it, right? It's probably cool for it. Oh, God, I was trying to make a joke. It's probably cool for it, you know, because I was Schumacher. Okay, you know. Zoomers ain't gonna even know what I'm talking about. Oh, let me assist. Brake assist, anti-lock brakes, traction control. I want to go medium. Let's see if it changes it, and then we'll go off. All right, I feel it sliding out a little bit already. All right, okay. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, honestly, full is too much. You should probably go medium. I feel like the flashback stuff seems like it's loading a little bit quicker this year as well. I don't know how people feel about the flashback stuff, but if it's one car game that needs racing game that needs flashback, it's probably the Formula One games, right? Imagine doing 40 laps and like, you know, a couple of hours race, and then that one turn wreck your car. You don't want it to get to a frustrating level. All right, let's go traction off. Again, we're gonna have to go through this as well on what happens if I turn anti-lock brakes off? We're gonna have to go through this again on the 2020 cars to get a real how hard it is to drive. Oh, interesting. So the anti-lock brake stuff is like how to stop you from flat spotting your tires. Ooh, okay. This is literally too much. All right, we're gonna suffer through it, and we're gonna keep traction on fully off. Actually scared to fully push down the accelerator.
Try to stay with him, he might make a mistake. We could still regain the position.
It feels so satisfying to like flat spot your tires. Man, maybe ABS has to go off. Whoa! Hold on. 1 second. I want to try a thing. All right. Go here. Traction medium. I want to keep my anti-lock brakes off.
Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps.
I want to say it wasn't this easy to flat spot your tires last year's game. I wonder if they've improved that stuff, or did I just keep anti-lock brakes on so I never experienced that? Wow. Like flat spotting,
This is your final lap.
flat spotting your tires is such a part of like a big part of like actual Formula One. I don't think I would turn anti-lock brakes on then. I wonder if they should have that as a separate option though. Because you can still have anti-lock brakes and still flat spot your tires, right? Can't see what chat is saying. Totally speaking to myself. Oh, you know what I should show? Again, you have to go into the pause menu. Let's look at... Wow, 95. The cars were still pretty wide, right? Oh, look. It looks like that N64 game, but higher resolution. Because this is how everybody played that N64 game. You know what I'm talking about, F1 fans. It's one of the greatest F1 games ever made. That and the SNES F1 game. It was funny. If you watched like yesterday's Grand Prix, right? They was doing the bit on Lewis Hamilton, and basically they showed footage of him as a kid, and he's playing Mega Drive, and he's playing one of the F1 games on Mega Drive. That's all I was looking at. I was like, oh wait, damn, he's got Mega Drive there. Track goes with ABS on, you can't lock up or flat spot, but that's based on 2019 for me. Yeah, I totally realized. I didn't realize they changed that. Wow, I feel like I have to play with ABS off because flat spotting is like kind of fun. Like, does that make sense? Traction medium unless you're using the steering wheel, and ABS off. All right, what we'll do, we're back out and we'll try that new mode. Let's have a look at that new mode. And everything else is just like building up from like last year's game. They still got the career mode. They've added stuff into it. They got the Formula 2 stuff from last year. So, you know, that's just like more of the same as a career mode. You could play a full career. Got Formula Season F2 stuff. But yeah, this is my team. You've got solo, you got driver career or my team. Let's look at the my team stuff. Also gives you a little careers highlight for, okay, we know what that is. Grand Prix. All right, my team. Do you want the challenge of entering into a full Formula One as a new team? In my team mode, you'll start from scratch as the 11th team on the grid. Build up your team in order to create a lasting legacy. Being both the owner and driver will have its own unique set of challenges. You'll have to perform both on track and behind the scenes. Like, that's interesting that they...
Here, you'll experience the world of Formula One not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1
Wow, you're so quiet, I can barely hear you.
Let's choose your character.
Okay, choose my character. Sure, I'm fine with that.
Great. Now let's set up some of the key details of your new team.
That goes, majority of controller players use ABS on. Yeah, it's like a hard balancing factor, right? Because to me, I don't know, maybe because I play a lot of racing games as well, some features that make it too hard to drive, I kind of want on, like traction medium. But the ABS stuff, it adds like, that's not too hard to manage, pressing the brake, right? But it adds some fun to the game. I should have said that I'm playing with controller. All right, team details.
We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team?
All right, chat. Quick, give me a name. Give me a name, quick. Give me. TikTok superstar. That's all I can think of. That's the only thing that's coming to my head. Please give me a name. Okay, all right, chat. Pick this TikTok superstar. This wasn't my idea.
Now, some kind of income stream is critical, so we need to sign a primary sponsor.
Primary sponsor. Chat goes, they're gonna leave if I do this. It was too late. You lot are bullying me.
Our primary sponsor will pay a signing bonus to the team up front. This is vital to cover the early investments we need to make. They will also provide valuable weekly income for us. Each sponsor has a goal that they want the team to achieve. If we hit that goal, the sponsor will pay us an additional goal bonus.
Okay, also, dear Codemasters, can you balance this out a bit more? Because I can't hear what he's saying because the music's so loud. They do this in every single one of their games every year. Like, how is this so hard to do? Oh, and also, by the way, I've turned down the music from its default. It was on 10. I've turned it down to 9. Still can't hear what he's saying. Like, come on. Please select your primary sponsor. This can be changed between seasons. So this looks like this is the upfront thing, right? But this ain't really new, because if you do career mode, like, you pick primary sponsors for you as an individual. So, like, what I'm trying to judge here is this a brand new thing, or is this stuff that they've had in the game that they've just rebadging and repackaging to make it look like a new thing, like they did with the assist stuff? Sure, there's 1 or 2 new settings there, but it just seems like the assist stuff from last year's game that has been rebadged and repackaged. Complete full season, finish 10th or better. Weekly income 230. All right, hold on. That's all right. You know what? Oh, are other sponsors made up names as well though? Loop. I'm old, chat. Has anybody heard of Loop? Loop. All right, we'll go with Loop.
Now we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign a power unit.
What's that, mate? I can't hear what you're saying. You're getting drowned out by the music.
Performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
Honda. Sorry. All right. Sorry. I'm McLaren fan. I have to get that out of the system. This is really weird, right? Because, this isn't balanced on real life. Clearly, Mercedes is the best engine out here. Why is it giving Ferrari such a... Wait, hold on. I think they taught, like, don't laugh. I'm sorry, I do. I think they said there's gonna be some balance changes within this. So keep that in mind. But even if there's gonna be some balance changes, why would you put Ferrari up there when that's clearly not true, right? I mean, even performance for the Honda, I suppose Red Bull is getting something out of them, but whatever.
We have all the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you.
That's outdated. I mean, yeah, but even if we're going by last year's, let's say they made the game 100%, there's going to be a patch that is going to balance this. We know this. They've said this, right? So keep that in mind, chat. The game isn't out yet. But even on 2019s, that's not right. Did Ferrari have a better engine last year than Mercedes? Signing bonus. That's my point I'm trying to say. Even if they was going off of last year's stats. Signing bonus. Hold on. I want to say I could be wrong, but again, I want to say Ferrari hasn't had a better engine than Mercedes in ages.
Strengths and weaknesses, so consider everything when deciding who to hire. Drivers earn acclaim based on their performances. When a driver earns enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's level, the more acclaim they'll earn for their current team. And remember, the faster the team levels up, the faster our income will increase. The higher a driver's experience, the more resource points are earned to spend on vehicle upgrades. Racecraft is the driver's skill to effectively complete overtakes when opportunities arise. Awareness shows the driver's ability to avoid errors and incidents. Pace Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level.
Okay, you said so much stuff to me, I couldn't remember any of it. I'm just gonna go on with names. Kimi Räikkönen, where is he? Jordan King. Oh, these are... Bro, you want £1 million? Hold on. Race experience. So we get more experience points from him and him. Overall rating is very low. His budget is like way lower. Race is 60, awareness. You know, we're gonna go Luca. I'm gonna stick with Luca.
Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy. Let's select or edit the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
Okay. That's an ugly paint job. Create new. Edit. I'm just gonna go with the gold dragon. And you won't be able to pick this because most likely you probably won't get a Schumacher edition. No. If we squint a little bit, imagine is the yellow of Jordan. I wonder if it forces you. Wait, I selected that.
Now
Select.
we need a badge for our team branding. Select an existing badge, edit it, or create one from scratch.
Okay. I definitely don't want to create badges. I mean, R. It looks like the Honda Type R look. You know what? Sure. And we got a trophy for it because they're
Last but not
like.
least, we need to pick team colors for the rest of our branding. You'll see these colors throughout HQ.
Oh, okay. Hold on. The baby blue. All right. Wow, why did I go straight for the Mercedes green? Come on, bluer.
Great.
All right, sure, there you
That's
go.
everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula One.
22 races, 16 races, 10 races. You know what? Fine, there you go. All right, let me change. Okay, so braking assist off, anti-lock brakes off, traction control medium is fine. All right, that's all fine. Oh, also we get to test how it. I might have to turn traction back up because we're playing full practice, qualifying one shot, formation lap, easy. Gameplay, weather we can't change. Vehicle damage. Full. All right, we just go reduce just so we can. Safety car on, sure, why not? Race start assisted. The only reason I'm doing vehicle damage reduced is so we can continue to show more footage. I swear. Again, in that menu, they had the option of standard or casual. It's just they got it up front. Meet the press. Okay, this is nothing new. Formula One drivers receive a lot of media attention. Like pro streamer, don't forget to hit that follow button and subscribe button, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Hit like if you hit the like button. Let me know how good my driving skills were. Never hit the dislike button. Appreciate it. I shouldn't say that out loud because people are gonna hit the dislike button now. Anyway, and how you deal with the press can have an impact on several aspects of your career, like and Seb's interviews can occur after any session of race weekend according to what happened and how you performed. Okay, how many answer interview questions? Reading how you answer interview questions can affect the morale of R&D department. Your team. All right, this is nothing new. In my team, your answers can even influence the direction that team takes before you hit the track. Some answers in your pre-season interview or advanced R&D. All right. The media coaching perk can be purchased through the contract screen on Team HQ. This perk unlocks additional answers which may get you out of difficult questions. Okay. 4K on PS4 Pro, I'm not actually sure because the capture and everything. Chat, 1080p to 720p.
5, 4, 3.
I doubt
Hi,
it
folks,
though.
and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number
I
of
can't hear you.
enter the
Speak
sport
up.
over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT, and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams, and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something
All right, I'm gonna
different
push the
is
audio
that
up on
its
my
owner
end, even
is
though the
awesome.
balancing of
Its
the game
driver.
is
There's a
terrible.
rich history of that in Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill, and Bruce McLaren all drove
How
their
have they
own
got the
cars in
audio
sport,
so
but
low
it
for
has
speaking?
become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula
I won't
One
lie, it's been a lot of work, and that's even more to. There's even more to come, but I wouldn't have it. So they haven't got a timer on this section. This isn't about me. This is about my team behind. Nothing easy. Nothing easy is worth doing. I live for challenge like this. All right, I'm gonna go with that one. Because like, if you're doing it per,
Every
like, you
team
got a time limit
needs
if you're
two
doing the
drivers.
driver stuff.
But what was it that drew you to your teammates?
Their skill sets really suit our team. We've seen what they can do on paper, and I see a lot of potential in them. It was finding the right fit for our team. They understand that we're new and appreciate. Okay, whatever. It was tough to get any driver to sign on a new team, but I'm okay. That's definitely. All right, we got to boost up their morale. Their skill set really suit our team. We've seen what they can do. Okay, we're gonna go that.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
We've got nothing but respect for Alfa Romeo Racing, but our track gloves come off. I predict we're going to have a few close races with Williams this season. I mean, are they going to be called Williams next season? I'm sorry, too soon. I wonder if they're gonna keep all. Sorry, sidetrack. I wonder if they're gonna keep all the management and all that kind of stuff, or like, you know, everybody who runs that, like, it's gonna change, or is it just gonna be a branding anyway? Alpha are a great team. We'd love to come close, but with them, Haas were looking strong last season. I think we got that same magic in us. All right, we'll go with that one.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
The chassis balance is incredible. Sim data looks good, but we won't know until we. Okay, hold on. Make the car as responsive as possible was one of our main goals. This is going to give us the edge going into corners. The chassis balance is incredible.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
We'll have a better picture after the first race. I thought it said after first place. I was like, oh, easy, Tiger. A fresh pair of eyes can find solutions other teams haven't seen, and we found some unique ways of reducing drag. This era has brought a lot of complexity into the power unit, but we found plenty of room to innovate in our ERS system. When you just say nobody can beat Mercedes, fuel loads are the key to reducing weight of a car. The efficiency we've got. You know what? Let's be honest.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
We've produced a really streamlined car. We expect incredible top speeds on straights, and we've got a Mercedes power engine unit. Maybe we'll go with that.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
The attention to detail that the chassis department has had is an inspiration to the whole team. Our durability department has been really, I mean, if I crash, then aerodynamics are perhaps the biggest part of the Formula One. Our power unit department, I'm gonna go durability, because we need that durability.
Well,
Even though
that's
in the
about
games
all
it doesn't
we've got
really matter
time
that much,
for.
right?
Here we will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
I mean, it's still kind of dry. Like, yeah, sure, they do the interview stuff. They haven't got the timer like you do it if you do it for career. It's still kind of, it's whatever. I'll
Great
be
interview,
honest with
boss.
you.
You nailed exactly what the team's been working on. When you've got time, check the R&D tree to see our current progress and where we think there's room for more. And while you're at it, why not take a stroll around HQ and check on how the team's doing?
There, there are your resources points. You use them to help team upgrade the car. You can spend them at any time in R&D. This is your team acclaim level. As this increases, so does your income from sponsors. Many of the top drivers won't consider moving to a low acclaim team, so get out there and power yourself. Okay.
This is where you can view our current facilities and the effects they're having on the business. You can also invest some of our cash into upgrades for these facilities.
Okay. Interesting.
It's important to use the time between races to the fullest extent, and that's where these activities come in. Manage everyone's time as efficiently as possible to maximize the team's performance.
Okay. You should fill as much free time as you can with activities. Get the most rewards. If you want to fill time quickly, you can use autofill feature that will automatically populate time. Okay. Okay, I'm going to autofill. Pre-season merchandising sale. Your career mailbox available from workstation. Your mailbox is principal means by which your team and others will communicate. Email. Messages can contain important and useful information about a wide variety of subjects, including weather, reports, contract. Okay. Weekly running costs 30K. Weekly resource points 120. Shut down the facility. Marketing. Shut it down. All right, hold on. Personnel, chassis. Increase the number of simulations. Side menu. Oh, I like this. This finally looks like you're like in there and working with the team. Quality control. Decrease the failure rates. Resource points. Interesting. Research and development is important for all Formula One teams to continue to develop their cars throughout the season. Here you can spend resource points. Okay, got it. View R&D tree. So this is not new. They just repackaged it in the way they did it because this was in career, or some form of this was in career. Recommend upgrade.
I recommend we could go for something like this.
Okay, develop. If you're like heavy into career, you're gonna love this stuff. Like, I don't know, like everybody plays the Formula One games differently, and I know a lot of people love the career stuff. I tend to pick them up when there's a race on or after a race, and I just make a custom race and go in. Every time I glance at my name on the top right corner, it says TikTok superstar. I'm like, why did I pick that? Try to blame you. Vehicle. Okay, that's nothing new there. So the secondary sponsor stuff seems like stuff we haven't seen before, right? The primary sponsor stuff is still kind of the same. Shutting down departments and all that is a little bit different. All right, if we go advanced time, you see what they did? It's kind of stuff that they've had before. They've added a bit more to it and put it out to his own mode. Go to your car reveal. So it's now you can do career, but you can fully customize it to your heart's content. I wonder, here's a thing. I wonder if they wanted to make this a licensed product, right? They had to have the official career mode. And if they wanted to add this stuff in, they had to break it out into its own side thing. Or I suppose they wanted to do it as in like with FIFA, you're like, oh no, I want to play as the player or I want to play as the team. That's why it's a side thing. Because I could have seen them just putting this into career and saying, oh yeah, now you control everything. And some players might have been like, yeah, I don't. I just want to race. Go to race weekend, go to tire allocation. All right, go to race weekend. I mean, the more options, the better, right? I'm not going to poo-poo it. There's definitely a more interesting way to play. Is like the nearest comparison I can do is like now you have Gran Turismo B-Spec mode. So it's like, it was like, you know how they had that B-Spec mode? Well, how can we do that and add to it? Obviously, you can't sim the races, right? Hold on, can you sim the races? If it is sim the races, then I'm going to go back to my Gran Turismo B-Spec mode. All right, I just gave them an idea. How about you can sim the races? Assist session, race 1. If they really wanted to make this a management thing, they should. Yeah, I shouldn't even speak. That option might be here. Also, let me reduce the volume because there's no more speaking now. Sorry if it was too loud.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
Okay, I'm ready to... So it doesn't... We've got a garage tutorial, hold on.
In the unforgiving world of Formula One, free practice sessions are a vital part of any Grand Prix weekend. During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilize these sessions to complete practice programs, which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car. You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second. The sporting regulations dictate that after each free practice session, you'll have to hand back 2 sets of your dry tyre allocation for the weekend. So get the most out of them while you can.
Okay. Session info. All right, go to track. Flying lap. But this stuff seems like all the career stuff. Let me go TV pod. Flat spotting tires seems so fun. And chat was asking about handling of the cars. Let's get a lap in and let's see. Yeah, I don't know why is there something that looks cleaner about the presentation. Maybe I'm just imagining it because it's been a while. Wow, it's kind of easy to flat spot those. Is it just me, or is the game easier to play this year? Braking assist off, anti-lock brakes off, traction medium, dynamic line. Huh. Gameplay settings. No, traction fully off is just too savage. I'll be honest with you. Oh no, I make that comment and guess what happens? Okay, what happened was, okay, I turn on, okay, Codemasters was listening and it was like, what? What'd you say? What'd you say, punk ass? Okay, I turn on ERS and then I put it in the wall. That's what happened. I swear to God. I swear. Okay, remember all that comment I was making about, is this game easy to play this shit? Blah, 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 blah. And then it went off in the corner, and in the second corner, my tires are dirty, so it feels all of that. All right, I'll take it back. I was just driving so perfectly. Pro streamer. I was driving so perfectly for the first part of the lap that, you know, it was like, huh? What? This is so easy. But it was just, you know, my superior skills. And as soon as they went off, I experienced the... No, joking stuff aside, though, I wonder if they've adjusted the medium traction stuff. Yeah, all in all, I'm kind of glad that, you know, they've made this more easier to play for people who are not hardcore into Formula One. Like, all that stuff is up at the front. Oh, here, one click, easy mode. Just go enjoy this as another racing game. They've added new tracks. They've got the my team stuff, sorry. You know, it may seem like a new mode for any of us who've played the career stuff and been playing these games for years. Is not 100% brand new thing, right? It's like the career mode mixed in, and, you know, it's not something like, oh, crazy new iterative. The main point of this is still the racing though. Not gonna lie, the classic car stuff is still, since they've added that since like 2017, is still my favorite part. Like I just have, like, you know, like I play and cover so many games, it's hard to keep up with everything. After I watch a race, I come in, I get in one of the classic cars and I do some time trial, and it just feels great. Going on to next year's game, new consoles, whatever they do, who features they add, they cut, who knows, don't ever remove that stuff. Is the best part. It's like every year it seems to be that they pick a driver and, you know, they brand it off of that. I mean, the Schumacher, they did Senna, and like the first year they did it, they said we got classic cars, and then they improved on it in 2018. Who knows where they go with that next year, but I'm an old boomer, okay? So I'm just like, oh, remember back in the days, this is what the cars looked like. I don't know though, something gameplay wise, something feels a little bit easier. I want to say in a good way, because sometimes this last year's game and the year before that, 2017 felt sweet to me. It was like a good mix between of sim-like and like fun. Maybe last year's game felt a bit too sim-like, but like it's a hard balancing act though, because the hardcore who like Formula 1 and the people who watch Formula 1 probably want that, but then there's a vast amount of people who are like, I watched a race, I want to play a Formula 1 game, and maybe this product is just way too hardcore and the cars handle way too hardcore, and it's not like, it's still a game, right? I appreciate that they're going for that other esports and all that, and again, like, because of COVID,
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD.
all right,
You
appreciate it.
monitor carcass temperature
I'm
and
talking.
surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window.
All right.
Surface temps tend
Oh
to
my God.
fluctuate faster, so try a
Now I've
few
lost
apps
track
with
of
the
my
data
thought.
output
Thank you.
and get a feel for how to control them.
So like because of COVID and all the races were canceled and they were using the actual game to do virtual races. So in a sense, I'm saying like I'm glad they got the hardcore stuff there. And again, there's only a couple of options and menus that they change, if we be honest and realistic. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that they put that stuff more up front, because I wonder if we do the breakdown stuff of the hardcore versus the casual who play this, probably sells way more to casual, right? And especially with this year's game, because it's gonna come out at the exact same time that the season is starting. A lot of people watch those races and are like, oh yeah, I feel like playing a bit of Formula 1. So the fact that those options are there up front is great, because some of my favorite Formula 1 games were like that N60 Formula 1 game and the Super Nintendo F1 game. There's a little bit of joy to there's a little bit of joy to be had of, oh, this is an open wheel racing game. Okay, I play Forza and I play Gran Turismo, but just because I want to play a Formula 1 game doesn't mean I need to worry about like spinning out literally on every single corner, right? So I'm glad that they're like focusing on both halves. But other than that, you know, 2 new tracks. They've actually got a DRS button now. I'm glad they finally, like, it's a boost button, whatever you want to call it. This year's game is based on Schumacher. Split screen's finally back, but you know, like here's another food for thought, right? They're saying next gen consoles are going to be easier to develop for, because like even this gen consoles and next gen consoles, they're basically PCs now. So like, you know how with PS2, when you went from PS3 and PS3 to PS4, it was like, oh, this is a whole new architecture and it's so hard, and that's why we've got to start from scratch again. Like the fact that now we know, nah, this is just like another powerful. It's like PC architecture behind it. The development ain't gonna be that different. It's just like, oh, these are more powerful, but it's still kind of the same, you know. I wonder if they're not gonna have those excuses no more to say, okay, this is why we've cut features now. So what is really gonna be interesting for me is, where do we go next year? Do we improve on this, or are we going to be saying, oh, next year's game is so much more prettier? We have to pull a bit back. And if you do, like, where do you go on from this? It's still a licensed Formula 1 game, right? There's only so much they can do with it. There you have it. All right, let's exit here. I haven't. This is a mission mode you do. You like select missions, and then you can. I'm totally butchering how you play in this. I was just trying to show off as much as you can. Yeah, I feel like that was a good first look at the game. We showed off the the rear view mirror, new car, the Schumacher Cars, the 2 new tracks, the new mode. Again, that Formula 1 2019 video is still up on the channel somewhere if you want to compare and contrast. There you have it. That was the first look at F1 2020. Don't pay no attention to those. I mean, I say don't pay no attention to those load times, and who knows how it runs when it's out in a couple of days. But I want to say that's pre-release stuff. So they're going to change some of the balancing and some of the, you know, what each engine does and the screen stats and all that. Again, I'm 100% going to say that's not their fault. Usually the season would have started and all that information and data and how the cars look and everything like that would have been 100% already set in stone. But because the season was delayed and everything, like they probably knew just as when we knew, right? After watching 1 or 2 races of what the performance is going to be like and what's going on with branding and everything. So they change it on the fly. So that some not everything, 1 or 2 of that stuff is probably going to change over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, but there you have it. That was the first look at Formula 1 2020. We are playing on PS4 Pro. Keep in mind, this was a review copy provided by the publisher. This will be going up as a highlight everywhere, or on Twitch, YouTube. If you liked the video, don't forget to drop a like. Let me know what you thought. Did you watch yesterday's race? What did you think? How much is McLaren improving? Don't forget we stream a couple of times a week over on Twitch. Got a community Discord and the Twitter. All that information will be in the description. Come check us out there. And don't forget to turn those notification bells on so you do when new videos drop. Appreciate it very much. Also, I'm not bad at driving. Talking and driving is hard. Okay? Don't go watch last year's video to see how much I haven't improved. What? Thing? Oh, one last question. The chat asked. We talked about this in the video, but just in case I missed it, there's a VIP pass and there's a normal pass. The normal pass is you just get with the game, and the VIP pass is, ow, thanks. Hamilton. Who was it? Was it Hamilton? It was Hamilton. Thanks, Hamilton. Wow, they don't want me talking about the VIP pass, so that's why they made the car hit me, because I know don't expose the information. But apparently there's gonna be a VIP pass that is gonna come out later, or is there to buy now. It's kind of hard for me to look at that stuff because the game isn't out, so I don't know what it's gonna be priced at, how it's coming out. All I know is there's a normal Podium pass that is gonna be like, is a part of the game, and there's like something extra. Like Fortnite Battle Pass, I really don't know how they're gonna do it. I'll be honest with you. Like, it's just, I have no idea how they're gonna do it. I got a feeling it's gonna be like that, but not as egregious, because, you know, there's this here. Podium Pass is currently between series and cannot be accessed. A new series will begin in 3 hours. You know, but like, where's all the paid stuff? Because I know there's a VIP pass, but they haven't showed us it. So maybe that all goes live on the day. All right, there's a Reddit page on the Podium Pass. Hold on. The new F1 Podium Pass allows you to race, earn, and unlock. Each season, you'll be able to unlock free customization. Customer want even more? You'll be able to purchase a VIP upgrade to gain access to higher level awards and additional in-game challenges. Pre-order the F1 2020 and you'll receive enough credit to unlock Season 1 VIP, and each season will contain enough currency to purchase the following Podium Pass. Right? That's all the information we have. I'm not even to be honest, as long as they don't, as long as this ain't egregious, right? This could be actually like a fun challenge to say, oh, yo, let's pick up the game and let's see what we can do. Because Forza, I know there's a totally different games and there's a weird thing to compare it to. But the Forza does it pretty well. So if it's like your daily, weekly challenge stuff, they could make it really fun. But again, it's a Formula 1 game, so there's only so much they can do, right? I know we didn't check it out, but this championship invitational stuff, like since like 2018, this is still here and we didn't get a chance to take it. It's like challenges, right? So that's totally still here as well. Again, they haven't really removed anything ever since like 2017. They've been building and adding, you know, and is my team split screen is the new stuff. All right, now I think we covered everything. Appreciate it.